We're the King of the Hills broadcasted too.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is LG Shaft, and we are back. This next game is going to be game 2 between AcerBly and ExcuseMe. ExcuseMe got the victory in the last game. Now both players are back to show who's better. But yeah, to answer the question that came on right as stream started, the King of the Hills that we do on Thursday night are streamed. So that's one thing players get because we can't offer prizes just yet. We are looking for sponsors though, so if you're a sponsor, hey, hit me up, vvvshaft@gmail.com. Okay, but with me today is MassMurder. He is the king from last week's King of the Hill. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. We are doing the Antec Attack number 20 games, and without further ado, we're going to launch right on into this. So let's get this unpaused in 3, 2, 1, go. Here on the top right-hand side of Shakuras Plateau, we've got the pink Zerg McFerguson. His name is ExcuseMe. And here on the bottom left, we've got the orange Zerg. His name, AcerBly. Okay, so you are a Terran player. What do you know about ZVZ?
Baneling's OP.
Baneling's OP, unless you make roaches.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's
We
really
need like a really good amount of them.
yeah, it's really a rock paper scissors. Well, you don't need a good amount of roaches against banelings. You need a good amount of roaches against lings, which usually accompany banelings. Let's be a little specific. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's crazy. So if you throw too much into gas and you go way too many banelings, you could still lose against roaches.
Yeah.
We've got a fast hatch coming now for Bly. ExcuseMe also going for the fast hatch. So going mirror builds yet again. Muta last game, and now hatch and hatch.
Yeah. Acer, he actually went with extractor trick. So
both players are actually making their drones at the same time. The one difference, ExcuseMe now making a gas.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go with banelings this game.
He definitely wants Erling's speed. I would think both players are going to favor banelings. Oh, now we've got a little bit later gas by Bly. So Bly's going to be playing defensive and ExcuseMe probably offensive. Whether he goes lings or banelings, whoever's right, regardless. ExcuseMe is in an offensive position compared to Bly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am really curious what these guys have planned for us. So, good Overlord spread by both players. This is the vision Bly has. He's trying to get this one Overlord in a position behind the natural of ExcuseMe. That's going to allow him to see how many drones his opponent's making, which is a direct representation of how much army he is making as well. He also scouts the fast hatch.
Now, ExcuseMe missed an Overlord because now he's down 2 supply compared to Bly.
Down 4 supply now. This is huge. This is really, really huge. He's not going to be quite as offensive now. He can't be. He's missed his
Even though he's making 10 lings, I think he's just going to play with an all-in here. There's the baneling's nest.
Well, yep, there's the baneling nest. What is his gas income? 128. This is looking more and more like a baneling all-in. He's going to have to do some damage for this to pay off. Or get some really good lead later on. Now, we've got a baneling nest being made by AcerBly as well, and it's in a wall off here with the spine crawler. He's got both queens down now, so he's ready for this. He sees that there are no drones at the natural.
Yeah, what I like about ExcuseMe is that he's hiding all these lings until now and finally showing them. But Bly might have enough time to react, but
well, Bly knew it was coming because he's not seeing any drones at this natural. And no matter what, that means he's ahead. So he puts himself in this really, really defensive posture just so he can't get too far ahead too early. This will allow him not to be vulnerable to an all-in, which is exactly what's coming at him. We've got a huge force of lings and just a couple of banelings to deal with lings of Bly. But Bly holding his lings back till the banelings are gone. Now cleaning up the lings, and great stuff. He didn't lose anything at all in that engagement, but banelings are coming. He's going to lose a lot of lings here. Oh, his own banelings and a queen, but he's got one baneling and a lot of lings left. He's going to get, oh, wow, that was close.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I think he should have like had the queens on the ramp instead.
Maybe, but he's only got one queen, and that could have got surrounded and killed off, and that is the main
Yeah.
production he's got. So that would be like losing, 3 barracks as a Terran. Not really worth
Yeah.
it. That Baneling on top of that ramp going to stop any large Ling run-bys of them.
And now ExcuseMe's going with the macro game. He's starting to drone up, get a spine crawler of his own, playing defensive banelings.
Yes, sir, but Bly is currently 7 harvesters ahead, so...
Yeah, ExcuseMe totally didn't have that payoff for him.
Well,
I think
and
he should
it
have
came
just
down to
done
the
a
supply
full
block.
commitment.
It came down to the supply block. Had he attacked, 10 seconds earlier, that would have been a completely different outcome. Another spine crawler going down for ExcuseMe now. It is 7:45. Looking at all players' gases, Bly going for the Mutalisk game again or Infestors. It's some kind of high-tech strategy. That is all we can be certain of. Again, no Roach Warren made for anybody here. And again, ExcuseMe with a little bit later gas, but choosing, again, all 4 gas.
Yeah, I think Bly's going to go with Spire because he doesn't have any evolution chambers, so he's not really upgrading. And then he didn't have a Roach Warren, so he can get a lot of mutas out really quick.
True story, man. True story.
If he doesn't, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, that's true enough, man. Mutas.
And Bly's going with his 3rd, so he's definitely wanting to do some macro behind his aggression.
I don't even think he's going to be aggressive. Think about it. He's making 8 drones right now, and ExcuseMe, he's droning out too. 10 drones for ExcuseMe. He's got this entire mineral line saturated. This one's about to be. This is really powerful stuff by both players. But I will be right back. I'm going to go grab some tea.
Okay, well, we see that 3rd is almost up. 55 harvesters to 52. Bly's ahead. He's getting the Spire up so he can do muta harassment. Infestation pit coming down for ExcuseMe, so he should be able to stop the muta harassment unless Bly is able to micro his mutas enough to where only 1 muta is attacking infestors.
I am back, buddy. How are we doing?
Pretty good.
You know what I find fascinating right now? There is actually more emphasis being put by Bly now on gas. And that is definitely going to pay into his Mutalisk build, whereas his opponent is going Roach Infestor.
Yeah, and ExcuseMe saw it with the Overseer, saw the Spires, so he's starting to get those 4 callers so he can defend, and then he's probably going to get the Infestors out so he can fungal them while they're clumps.
The most important part in ZVZ is creep spread against Mutalisk. What you do is spread your creep all the way to your 3rd and reinforce, you put spines and spores all along the creep, and you just defend the entire area so your queens can rally in and out completely safe. And here we go, Mutalisk dying to a spore crawler. That was awesome stuff right there by ExcuseMe. But this queen's going to get picked off. There are no transfuses. Oh, transfused right there in the nick of time, but that was the last transfuse. Here's a couple of fungal growths. It's going to be up to the queens to do most of the DPS. Oh, more infestors coming out. ExcuseMe killing off this large flock of Mutalisks. Bly over-committing just a little bit, and the resources lost tab definitely reflecting that.
Only saving 2 mutas.
That is a little bit rough. Now, Bly has an incredible Overlord spread, so regardless of this, he's on 3 base, and he's way, way ahead. Even though this attack didn't really do all that much, he has got lings into the main of his opponent, and he's targeting down a lot of drones. So right now, he's eked out a 21 harvester lead, killing off a grand total of 6 workers of his opponents. Baneling trying to morph in, but it's going to be killed off by some queens before doing any major damage.
Yeah, and ExcuseMe's not even going with the 3rd, and Bly's already going with his 4th, so he's going to be even more economically ahead. he needs to do a push. ExcuseMe needs to do a little push here because if he doesn't, or at least expand, he's going to be very far behind where there's no point to even playing the game.
I really like these changelings right now from ExcuseMe. Even though they're getting killed off slowly, he's getting a read on the size of his opponent's army and what his opponent's doing with it. He cannot...
Yeah.
I mean, he's completely aware that his opponent has no third base. So he knows that he's just got to stop whatever all-in his opponent's throwing at him, and it looked like it's going to be a clean march of death with Infestor Roach support.
Some more mutas going into the main base. Oh, never mind.
Yes they are. Yes they are. Right here into the main. But there's 2 spore callers here to defend. No queens, however. That means this drone line, a little bit vulnerable. He's going to have to pull half the drone line right on over to the spore caller. Now this queen march of death is really, really slow. AcerBly going to see it way ahead of time due to his insanity overlord spread. So making a lot of roaches as a defense and a Nidus Swarm. Now that is going to be an interesting little tactic here, and there's a Nidus Swarm finishing right into the main.
Here comes ExcuseMe going into the natural.
So this is going right into a base race situation. I guess Bly doesn't want it to come down to Infestor versus Mutalisk again, and this is incredible. I don't know. There's a lot more bases here for Bly, so I guess he would have the upper hand now. ExcuseMe also not very mobile with his force.
Yeah, I think ExcuseMe might win this due to the fact that Bly has no production anymore because he sniped. Oh wait, no, he's making another Roach Warren. I don't know why. But
he's making the second Roach Warren in case the first one dies. He has one in his main and then one in this third. So if he loses the third, he has one in the main. He's mostly committing himself to this Roach counter force. Now,
I just feel like ExcuseMe is doing way better with him because he has Infestors and Roaches while having Queens too.
Well, look at the game right now. Look at the game right now. Bly has 37 Harvesters. His opponent has 0. There's no tech out on the map, and he has 1 layer. No other hatcheries. No drones. All his tech is dead except for a Roach Warren, a spawning pool, and a Baneling Nest. Whereas his opponent still has 2 bases, both of them mining, and most of his tech.
Yeah.
Look at all the queens.
I just meant if like he was actually coming back to his base, he probably could have just killed off Bly's army and then probably ended up winning the game or something. But he lost too much to the base race, and now he only has his main. And
this is still a pretty decent engagement here at the third. These queens are basically keeping themselves safe against the roaches, and now he's got roaches of his own. He's going to be able to push right on into this main base. But ExcuseMe still mining, and that's what's going to be what separates this from a loss for Bly and a win for ExcuseMe. Now, here we go. Bly bringing his Mutalisks in a little bit defensively, sees the queens, realizes that's not going to work so well. This Nidus Swarm getting targeted down. Most of the roaches by Bly are coming in to kill the queens, but oh my god, this is looking really, really rough. Now, there's nothing to kill these Mutalisks, so they are going to run rampant, running right on over here to the queen. This transfuse is going off. Really good stuff. He's targeting down the queen with the most energy, and that was really awesome to play. There's only 1 queen left.
Yeah, that was.
And now Infestor's coming in to punish Bly for killing off all those queens, but it's okay because all the queens are dead. Once
he still has 3 queens at the bottom of the ramp.
True story. I think I'm ahead of you at this point. I am at 1917.
Damn you.
I'm gonna pause at 1925. Let you catch up. Sorry guys, he's got.
No, just pause. No, just play.
No, you're fine. 1925. Catch up. His computer's just a little bit slower than mine, so mine's...
Okay, go.
Okay, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so here we go. We've got this roach force of ExcuseMe running right on into the main of Bly now that everything else has been dealt with, but there's a lot of spine crawlers there to greet him. He's going to show up before the spine crawlers finish. Can he target them down in time? One does finish. He kills off one as it's building, almost killing off another one. Ooh, Bly. He was mining. It made a big difference, but He tried to engage and it didn't work out for him. Excuse me, coming out with yet another win. This is incredible. You were right.
Yeah, I don't know why Bly didn't just go to the lair and snipe it off with his mutalisks.
That is
when he had no
absolutely
defense.
true. That is absolutely true. I think he got cocky. Now he's building another hatchery. He's hiding it. But, I don't see that he has any opportunity to do anything here. He's got a couple of roaches in the main. They are burrowing. There's no kind of sight. Oh, there's a spore crawler being built, so oh, here we go. Killing off most of the roaches. There goes all of ExcuseMe's roaches, but roach reinforcements coming across the map. Oh, this is rough. This is really bad, man. I was pulling for Bly this game. I really thought he had this.
Yeah.
Oh, this was
colors,
botched.
I don't know.
Oh my god, this was completely botched. He just didn't need to engage at that fourth base.
Yeah.
He just sacrificed that, get you another hatchery somewhere else, and kill your friggin' opponent. What the hell?
He made a couple of mistakes here. Hopefully he'll learn.
Yeah, that's what you've really got to come down to. It is learn from your mistakes. Bly is characteristically an aggressive Zerg. He had himself a little defensive moment, and it's biting himself in the ass.
Now this is weird because now ExcuseMe has no more drones, or he has one drone, and he's about to lose his lair. But Bly, oh, ExcuseMe finally scouts that Bly made that hatchery in the bottom, so he's gonna go down there and kill that off, and do a GG. Oh, he's also following the drones in the natural of Bly's first main base.
Oh. Okay, so Bly's gonna have to get another building up. Oh, he was trying, but that drone just got picked off. Here's one of Bly's drones. The roaches run right past it. And he's got to build something soon. Oh, here's a hatchery in the bottom right. Okay, so good stuff. ExcuseMe has not rebuilt his base. And that means creep's going to start disappearing, and that's going to be a little bit extra DPS here on the fringes of ExcuseMe's base, targeting down the evolution chamber, getting it weak. A drone is built here in the main, though, going to target that down before anything else. Really good choice there by ExcuseMe, even though his opponent only has enough for an extractor. This is coming down right to the wire. Bly may still get this victory. This hatchery is getting targeted down. It is targetable from the high ground. Where? Oh, there's another extractor here by Bly. Oh, God. Save him. He's trying to distract his opponent, pull him away. That roach is going to get killed off. Bly, ExcuseMe can see Bly's extractor, but he may be panicking a little bit too much to notice it. He's still targeting down drones. Oh, there's an extractor building in the natural of Bly as well. That is going to get targeted down. The other extractor is getting killed off. Will he finish that pull and Baneling Nest? Who is going to win? It's coming right down to it.
There's a roach. There's a roach warren.
Where's the roach warren?
In the natural of ExcuseMe's base.
ExcuseMe. Who won? Who won?
ExcuseMe.
Okay. I think I just had a minor heart attack. ExcuseMe wins the game. Okay, there's a Baneling Nest here.
And then there's roach warren in the natural.
Oh my.
And I don't think you knew that the roach warren was there either.
I think you forgot about it. I certainly did.
Oh. I was looking for other buildings, so I was like, what is this?
Oh my God. That was insanity times like 25. Guys, we're going to move right on into the next game. Please hit F5 on your keyboards because we're about to be live again.